Hey everyone, so this is just my life basically. In this video, I'm going to be telling you how my journey started, everything about me, everything I've tried before I get to the stage I am, and just basically my life story. So I was born and raised in Port Harcourt, and I'm currently 17 years old this year. I was born on 3rd of May 2009, and ever since I was young, I keep finding way to make money online. Ever since I was like 7 or 6 or 8, I've always been talking about making money and all that. And it became very, I became very obsessed with it when I was like 15 or 16. And before I started any online thing, I was doing TikTok, which I started in 2023, where I was posting football content. And from there, I moved to CapCut in 2024, and I was being known in the CapCut world because I was linking up with the big guys there, and I was also making viral sound and all that. Then I got my first deal, the money was very small actually. I got my first deal where the client told me that I should make his song into a CapCut form and post it so that my friends will use it. At that time, they paid me 4,000 naira, and that was like, in dollars, that would be like $2 or $3 or so, within that range. So after I did that and everything, 2025 came, and that is when I became very tech savvy. That is when I started taking tech seriously. So I stopped going to tech by mistake. Let me explain. So I started learning how to do web design, and I don't know what's pushed me to learn web design, because I just wanted to learn it just for learning sake. So as I learned it, I started building websites, I started uploading it to GitHub and the rest. Then I stopped going to cryptocurrency because I was watching School of Hard Knocks one day, and they were talking of Web3, 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 Web3. So I really wanted to know what Web3 is. And I'm the kind of person, if I want to know something, I'll know every single detail of it. So I browsed everything about Web3. I said, okay, I want to go into Web3. But before I go to Web3, I need to learn Solidity programming language. And for me to learn Solidity programming language, I have to first learn JavaScript and the rest. So I just basically built my whole roadmap on what I will learn and Solidity before I will go into Web3. So on the learning part, after I finished learning, I've already finished learning web design. So I was already learning JavaScript and the rest. At first, I learned Python first before I started learning HTML and CSS, which is for web design. So from that, I started learning JavaScript. So on that period, I started watching podcasts. Then I finished reading Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, and that was basically me starting out and all that. So after that, on my learning curve, when I was learning JavaScript, I stumbled into AI, where I saw ChatGPT and the rest. So I became very curious. I started learning about AI and the rest. So while I was learning JavaScript, I started building chatbots. At first, I started an AI agency named Velocify AI, where we built chatbots for realtors downfield, but I got on the calls with the clients and stuff, but I was not really good in sales and all that, so it basically just failed. From there, I started building AI receptionists for realtors, which at a point failed again. So I started moving to websites. Website didn't work out. I was doing cold calls, but because I was doing cold calls in Nigeria, they thought I was a scammer, because unknown number calling you to sell you something, it was looking fishy, right? So I didn't do it again. So I moved back to AI receptionist, which I'm currently at right now. And as I'm currently a receptionist, when I started out, I started doing cold calls again, and they banned my number that I was using for cold calls. So from cold calls, I switched to Facebook groups, and Facebook banned my account as well. They say that I'm going into so many Facebook groups and all that. So when I moved from there, I moved to WhatsApp outreach, and from WhatsApp outreach, WhatsApp deactivated my account because they say there is unusual activities. But I was only doing 50 cold outreach a day, and all this would have made me give up, but I didn't give up. I still continued, I still strived. So I now moved into cold emails, which I am currently at, and I've emailed over 800 clients, and I haven't gotten any single client. But I'm getting replies, but I haven't gotten any single client, and I'm still pushing. So that is basically my life, and I'm still building up. So last year, November, I decided that I'm going to document my journey towards $1 billion before I reach the age of 25. And I'm currently in week 16. So this is basically my life, and I'm still pushing, I'm still grinding. Hopefully it will pay off for me one day, and you guys are going to be there to see how all my hard work will pay off. I just want to tell you guys that hard work and determination leads to success. Although my journey has been very messy and been very long, normally people don't take this long before they succeed, but I've learned my lesson on the way. I've learned to stick to one thing. You know, my journey was from I was just jumping from things to things, from Web3 to chatbot to AI receptionist to websites. It was just so messy. So I've learned my mistake, and I'm using my mistake. I'm using the lesson I've learned from my mistake to rebuild and plan. So yeah, that's basically my life. So yeah, this is July signing out, and I'll see you in the next video.